What's up, Xavier? Which G Gundam kit? All right. I haven't been doing it for a while, so I gotta get back to it. So, got a bunch of Infinity, some Malifaux, and then this nice little lady right here. Oh yeah, you know we're gonna do a little Black Friday sale, so definitely come through for Black Friday. I think I'm gonna get back into this one. Rick actually gifted me this one because I've never built any frame on girls. Um, Not a real big fan of some of the designs of them, but this one looked pretty cool to me because she's just a badass astronaut, so I like that. Trying to see how to read these without having to be on there too. Alright, I think I got a good amount started here. Thought I did. Where's her body? That's it. Man, it's been so long, I had no idea where I left off at. Thought I was way further. Alright, you know what? I don't think most of this is in the box right now. Yeah. Alright. I don't know where her body is. So guess I'm building minis today. Thought I was like 80% done with her. She's probably ready for paint actually. How do I have a whole arm? Because you can build her multiple ways. Yeah. Lots of extra pieces in there. Okay. Need to find the rest of that. Alright, let me build this tag. So if you don't know about the game Infinity, they make some pretty cool mecha in there. Very sci-fi anime style game. And every army has about 2 to 4 mechas that are piloted by humans. And yeah. So usually Infinity miniatures are made of metal, but they started switching to a plastic resin type of stuff recently, which is nice for the big stuff. This makes it a lot easier to glue. That was the hard part about the metal. The metal does feel great in hand. It has a great weight to it, but it's a pain in the butt to build. What I don't like about Infinity models is they never put instructions in there, so you're always just trying to figure out how it goes together. Luckily, very few pieces. Got a couple sanding tools, couple nippers, just single blades, nothing fancy, no god hands. Got I think these are, let's see. Actually, this is a double bladed Tamiya one, but it's a pretty high end. It's like around $40 nipper, and this is a single blade, like generic single blade, about $35 to $40, I think. So, no hate on God hands. I just, if I'm gonna break something, I'd rather it be $35 than $70. And I don't think their cutting difference is that great. It's noticeable, but I don't know if it's worth that much in the fragility. Another thing hard about Infinity is a lot of these characters have a lot of antennas, and the little flash pieces are hard to tell if they're an antenna. They're supposed to be there, they're not supposed to be there. So just taking care of my little flash like that. It's pretty nice about these new ones. Flash isn't crazy. So just got that little piece there. You can decide if you want to cut those off of the feet or drill holes in the base so you have more stability when you put them in. But I mean, obviously, that little bit is coming off, so I don't need all that. Which basically leaves me with that, which I will draw a hole in the base to get that part of it in, so it has more points of contact. Yeah, should have brought the rounded metal file. This is the perfect place for that. Yes, that's why there's a tool for everything, so you can see that this is a little bit concave there, and the nub I cut out is inside of there, so it's just a pain in the sand right now. So I have to find my rounded metal file. File. Kind of same deals when building Gundams. You don't want to cut too close on the first cut. But this plastic doesn't divot too bad. Next time I'll use the back camera so all the words come out in the right direction. Yeah, this one really wants the round file. The wrong tool. Now, if you're just a Gundam builder, but you don't really paint your Gundams and you straight build, or you are a straight builder, I think you should try minis out. They're a lot of fun. And even if they are like, you don't have to do miniature war games, but Bandai makes those artifacts, which is a line of, I don't know, they might be like 1/200, maybe smaller. Maybe smaller, yeah. But really small Gundam minis that you can put together at least half the size of a HG, maybe even smaller. And they have a lot of parts, at least the first couple series. I think they got a little better on parts management for the second ones because so many parts weren't necessary. But the last few they've made, I think they're on the third or fourth series of them, are really nice. They have a slightly different design language than traditional Gundams. They're a little huskier, a little beefier, a little meaner looking. And they just make nice projects, especially for hand painting. You do not need to airbrush them. They're a lot more forgiving than a larger kit where all your brush strokes will show. They're a lot more forgiving on that. So you can definitely hand paint them. You can airbrush them if you want. And they just look good. And like I said, they give you a little different look from the traditional Gundams, like the Dom. That thing looks way better. So that's something I would check out. Or, you know, you could do Warhammer. Warhammer has some mech in there. You got Tau and Necrons. You got Infinity, obviously, what I'm working on right now. And you have Conflict 47, has like a World War II Weird War aesthetic. So like tanks that are walkers have 4 or 6 legs on a tank and stuff like that. Really cool stuff. So just some options out there if you ever need to take a break or expand your hobby. fun to mix it up a little bit. Get your techniques good at miniature painting. Then you can go in there and paint all those little pilots you ever wanted on Gundams, which is a whole nother level of miniature painting. That's super mini. I definitely don't have the enjoyment of enjoying the sophisticated engineering of a Gundam, but there's definitely engineering on putting something together well. How you make the parts, choose what parts you want to have separate and stuff like that, and build it. So there's a little bit of that engineering there. But I do love that engineering of a Gundam to see how they layer the parts and make sure they still have movement and all stuff. That's great. Yeah. See, on something bigger like this, it's really easy to tell that that wasn't a clip on the gun, but on some of the human figures, it's so small. You're like, is it or isn't part of the design? I should have brought a knife. So I'm actually hanging out in our office space we rent. So I'm hoping to do more videos. We'll probably have some gaming videos too coming up. Live stream people playing Warhammer and other games. And got our RC racing over here. So I'll do some live streaming of that as well. I gotta actually practice a lot more. I haven't practiced in a long time, so I think I'll maybe tomorrow if I get a chance do some practice RC driving in my Mini Z. All right, I think this is ready. So I use CA glue, otherwise known as super glue, on most of my minis. And definitely my Infinity, because usually, like I said, they're metal. But this maybe would work with plastic glue. I'm not sure if it's too much resin going on, but I'm used to using the CA glue with this stuff, so I'm going to keep that up. All right, where's his crotch? Assuming this is his chest. Do a little dry fit first so we don't mess this up. So that would suck. I don't see the head. Where's the head? Leg, arm. This has got to be the back. This is this part. Doesn't fit in there very well. Okay. Definitely not snap fit. Have no idea what this is. Maybe this goes in there. All right, that makes more sense. That goes there, and this probably is held up by that. Yeah, going with that. All right, so that's going to go in there first. Okay, I can do that now. Of course, I don't know which way's up. They did not make this easy. That's a damn good question. Which way is up? All right, one can only hope we did that right. Let's see. Okay, this is the head. Which, wow, that's going to be a lot of detail to paint. So the head goes right in there. If you're not familiar, what I'm spraying after I put the glue down is called a solarator. It makes the CA glue dry super fast, but it is messy. Hopefully not poisonous. Okay, so that's this piece. There we go. Now it's making sense. Lots of points of contact here. So that's looking good already. All right. That's what we got so far. Let me bring it down a little closer. Mm-hmm. All right. Now I gotta figure out if we put the skirt on first or do we put the legs on first? I think the legs. Or not. This is interesting. Yeah. Accelerator really works. I went without it for so long, I don't know what I was thinking. Probably increases the drying rate tenfold. Which is good at 90% of the time, except for when you mess up. All right, so this piece worries me. Not too many points of contact. Definitely gotta get it right. figured it out. Oops. Oh, this is interesting because I wish this had a peg. I don't like the way they designed that. So I'm just going to put a bunch of glue back here and hope I get enough points of contact. At least this won't be visible. Really, all I have to do is try and line up with the spine and hopefully I get it. All right, didn't want to use accelerator on that one because I was afraid I was going to place it wrong. This is something that probably, I don't know, it's miniature painting. If it was Gundams, I definitely would have paint this in parts, but miniature painting usually get away with not doing that. But this sword definitely overlaps a good chunk of the skirt, which is going to make it harder to paint, but not impossible. All right, got a little glue over fingerprint, so make sure I take that out. All right, last of all, so I have this circle on the back. Not sure how this goes because it has this ridge at the bottom. I don't know what the point of that is. Oh, that looks dumb. So we're gonna guess it goes this way. It just glues right on. Oh no, it's weird. Uh-oh. I think I did it wrong. Shoot. So it looks like the circle goes on the inside. Yeah. And that's what's good about having the real picture on the back, because it's hard tough an artist rendition. So I might be screwed if I can't fit this over this. Which I cannot. Oh, that's not good. Good chance I'm gonna break this. All right, so one way to get crazy glue off is to put it in the freezer and let it just get brittle. Which is gonna mess up the whole kit. I mean, everything will be brittle after that. Should have looked at that more. So there's a couple options. I could cut the circle in half and glue the circle back together. Which probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Or I can try to get that back piece off, or cut the back piece and then glue the back piece back on. Oh, I see where we're supposed to go now. Shoot. Damn it. All right. That's salty. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it at its lower piece parts where it's not going to be that visible. And hopefully I can get it up and over. Hopefully this will actually just open up enough where I can do it. So that's how you fix a mistake, I guess. Lessons learned. All right, that doesn't look too bad. Just gotta figure out how to get the glue in there. glue the part cut back together. And we saved it. Get some paper towels, that thing's greasy. So like I said, Infinity models don't come with instructions. Maybe you can look them up online, I'm not even sure. I usually just guess where everything goes. And guess wrong that time. But good practice and hobbying when you make a mistake, learn how to fix it. I probably should not have used the accelerator because I moved way too fast. I wasn't lined up where I wanted. Try that one more time before I gotta get off of here. And I'm probably doing too much. That was fine where it was before. If I really cared, I could just use some putty to fix the problem. But luckily I cut it in a spot that's not too obvious. You don't really be looking for it. By opening up again, I made the wound bigger. Should have left it alone. But like I said, a little putty and sanding, never no difference. So probably next time you see me mess with this, will be fixing that mistake, the putty, putting the putty in and fixing it up. But that's looking pretty good. Do like the character. It's really good detail. So we had to cut this circle because I put this part on first and the circle couldn't clear it. So I had to cut the circle, open it up, get it over this, and get it into this right position. And that's what we get. Which will end up looking like that. Oh, maybe not exactly like that because I can't paint that well, and I'm not sure if I'm using that as like color placement, but something similar. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.